time. No core, okay? Now let's list. Where are we? I'm in the main. So let's break on line 5. I've got a breakpoint. Now I can run. It said, okay, I'm on line 5, I stopped at the breakpoint. Now let's single step. Ah! See? I can single step and find the crash. If I don't have a core file, I can do it this way. And now I know exactly what happened. I went to main, a main called init. Init called printf, and printf died. I can still print all that cool stuff. MSG. He says, oh, I don't know MSG. Why is that? BT, I'm on the wrong frame. Don't panic. You still can do a frame 2, and then you can print MSG. And you can print your MSG minus 999, and there you go. That's with no core file. Some Unix machines, you can't get core files. Okay, they turn it off and you have to be root to get it. So if that happens, here's how you do it with no core file. Same game. You still have to build for debug. Build for debug. And start the program. You can even do a break on main. Okay? You can break on a function name. Doesn't have to be a line. Then you can run. Okay. Now, start your S for step. I haven't called printf yet, but I'm going to call printf real soon. And look, he told me, you called init with MSG. It had this value. It's a pointer. Here's the string. Okay? Now I can try to print MSG minus 9999 to get out of bounds, right? Can I change anything? Oop. Doesn't look like you can do it, right? There's online help. You can find out about all kinds of stuff. We want to do data. Help, data. Ooh, look at all that stuff. I can display, I can hexadecimal, I can output, I can print, I can do set. Ooh! Wow! Wow! That's a lot. So, maybe we say set MSG equal MSG plus 9999. Ooh! Now print MSG. Yeah. He says he's out of bounds. Step. He printed hello world. You see the game I play? I know the pointer's wrong. So I modify the pointer in the debugger. Let me do it again because maybe you got lost in the help. Go to the screen. Here we go. Nothing up this sleeve. Nothing up this sleeve. Okay, nothing in the hat. No matching. Okay, here we go. Break on main. Or let's break on init. Let's break on init. We're going to run. I'm on init. I print MSG. MSG looks good. But let's change MSG. I'm going to add 9999 to MSG. Now print MSG out of bounds. Right? You can see the number is different. But that's okay, because now when I print MSG minus 9999, it's hello world, because I added it. Alright, I play a game. Now I step, and exit normally, no core num, no problem. What I'm trying to show you is, if you're debugging and you know the variable is wrong, you don't have to stop, change the program, rebuild the program, restart the debug. You can change the variables live when you're debugging to anything you want. You can say, ooh, wow, what if? You know, and you can change the variable, you can print them, but you can change them to anything you like. So that way, if you're trying to test error routine, you know, test the disk full part of your program, right? Test that. Well, your disk is never full. I don't want to make the disk full. It'll make the computer crash. How do I test it? Easy. Break at the disk full test. Modify the variable, say, disk full error, and then stop. And you'll go right in there and check it. So you can play games in the debugger by changing the data to anything you want it to be. It's easy with numbers. It's possible with strings. So, that's another thing you can do with GDB. It's kind of useful. If you want to know more about GDB, there is a big manual and info. Alright? All kinds of stuff. Ooh! Running programs backwards. Oh! GDB can rewind, undo. GDB is one of the cool debuggers. The old debuggers don't do that. But you can reverse step. You can do more stuff. They tell you, how do you look at the data? How do you look at the stack? All kinds of stuff you can do. Altering execution. Assignment to variables. I showed you that one. You can do more. You can jump. You can continue running from somewhere else. Anything you can think of. Any crazy idea. You can do it in GDB. Hackers use this a lot when they want to try stuff. So GDB is pretty cool. But if you just learn this stuff, you can find what line breaks in your program for any pointer mistake. And that's enough for most C programmers. There's one more thing we can do. Let me build a good one. We can do strace. Strace is kind of cool. We're going to say strace output into log. Hello. What did I get? Anything? Oh yeah. Wow. Look at that. Here's your system call. Right. Hello world, 14 bytes. Here's all this stuff that your program's doing. And you can do that for any program, even if you don't have source code. Let's try another one. Right? ls minus l. You can see what he did. Right? He's calling all these L stats. He's calling get extended attributes. All kinds of stuff that he's trying to do. He opened and set the group. All kinds of stuff. This is really good if you get permission denied. Permission denied on some file and you can't read it. You can do an strace and you'll find out what file I can't open. And then you can create the file or you can change the permission if the file is there but you can't read it. You can learn a lot that way. That's strace. So, what have I not showed you? Let me show you some alternate editors. Some people, they don't understand VI is the best. If you don't like VI, you can try Pico. Pico uses the arrow keys, pretty easy. Okay? Control G, get help. Oh wow, look at all that. Tells you next page, V. There's help. Exit help, Control X. Exit program, okay. Pico is easy. It's just like Alpine. Okay? So Pico is a nice one for some people. If you're from Turbo Pascal, Turbo C, Borland C++, then you're going to want JStar because it has the same keys and all this stuff. Right? Look at that. Control J for help. Okay? Control J. Look, lots of stuff. Tells you how to do everything. When you're done, Control J again, you're out. This one has the syntax highlight turned on automatically. So if you make some mistake, let's make a mistake. See, look at that. The color's wrong on return. That's how you know you've got a quote problem. Alright, once the quotes go in, the colors are right. Return should be white. Some people like that, some people don't like that. If you don't remember, how do I exit? How do I exit? Control J. Okay? And you look for exit right here. Control KQ, abort. Okay, Control KQ. Lose changes, yes. Okay, if you said no, then you have to do a Control KX, which is the same. Okay, this is the Borland stuff. Okay, they got it from WordStar. There's one more called NE. NE is a new one. Some people like it. JStar, you have to use these Control K keys. You have to. Okay, no menus. Pico. Pico's pretty stupid. You know, it's okay for making a chain, but block, move, block, copy, search and replace doesn't work well in Pico. What's NE is in the middle. Okay? Wow, syntax highlighting. Escape. Hey, menus. Ooh. Menu, pretty little menu. I like the menu. Go to line. Ooh, go to line 5. Ooh, okay. No brain. I can do it. What do I have to remember? Escape, menu. Okay, arrow key. Ooh, I don't know how to exit. Quit now. Okay. So NE is the nice editor. Okay? NE has the menus. So, we've got choices. If you hate VI, you're a bad person. But, okay, if you hate VI, try NE, JStar, or Pico. Pico's pretty stupid, but if you don't do block move, well then Pico's okay. You want to change one thing, Pico's pretty cool for that. Okay? But you need VI for your exam, so learn a little bit. And when if you don't, what should I say? If you're not a manager, then you need VI skill. Manager doesn't need VI skill. I'll show you manager skill. Are you ready? This is manager skill. Hey, finish it tonight. I'm going out. Manager skill. Very easy. Then he has to know VI. Right? But the manager doesn't have to know anything except do it or you're fired. That's manager skill. Joe. Ajahn Tawachai will talk to you about this during the lecture this week. I asked him specifically about the graph thing. And I said, hey, do they know graph? And he said, I'm not sure. Send me the files. So I'm going to send him the files, and he'll teach you again. Ajahn Tawachai can talk to you in Thai language, okay? But try this stuff. Make sure you can do it. Okay. If you can't do it, some people over here can do it. I saw some people over here do it. Some can do it. It's not hard. Everything is on the paper, step by step. Learn it. We love it. Live it. See you next week. Next week is another weird time, right? Another weird lecture. Next week. Em thằng video này á.
Cho mấy lượt để giết đây là nước này á anh nghe sao em lên tận phải làm gì con này đi con này em ăn cái gì vậy anh lên cầm anh trên đi cầm phố này การสอง